get into it. Ancient Aliens Crystal City Discovered Under Antarctica. This is by the History Channel on YouTube. August 1946. I'm pretty sure that's when
Esteemed
Admiral
U.S.
Byrd,
naval officer and
went to
explorer
Antarctica.
Admiral Richard Byrd, one of the first pilots.
A little bit on Admiral Richard Byrd is he did an exploration called Operation High Jump.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Then it
To
believes
fly
into
over
the
both
Hollow
the
Earth
North and
theory.
South Poles, organizes Operation High Jump, the largest expedition ever to travel to Antarctica.
And they said that this
with
was
13 ships, 23 aircraft,
to
and over 4,700 military personnel.
said it was to test their
This was very important that after the conclusion of World
the
War
utilities
II,
and stuff for war.
Admiral
all
Byrd
that stuff
was asked if he would
training.
mount a large armada and go for 4 months. It was supposed to be that they would go in December, January, February, and March, and there was a list of military goals that they were to achieve. But by the end of February, something happened.
One of the mission's official goals was investigating sites for potential military bases in Antarctica.
Oh, so yeah, I was wrong.
But during his explorations, Admiral Byrd allegedly came upon something highly unexpected.
yeah, tell him.
This story is said to come from his diaries, not his published account of the trip, but something he held back and then later was suppressed by government authorities that found it frightening.
In his diary, which was discovered by his son after his death, Admiral Byrd tells an extraordinary story.
Admiral Byrd heard there was an entrance to the center of the Earth through the South Pole. And he took planes into the South, under the South Pole. And when he did that, he discovered
flew
that
through the
as
south
he
to the
flew
north.
over the pole, suddenly he's looking at things that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was temperate.
Well,
His squadron flew
There
under
was
the Earth, into
another
the Earth.
It
explorer
turns into this lush
that
and green
found
area, and he can't even believe his
proof
eyes.
that
But
there
that's
used to
just
be
the
a
beginning of
forest
his
in
extraordinary
Antarctica.
story. He tells how all of a sudden he
second,
starts
it's in
to
my
see
notes. I
a
wrote it
shimmering
down.
rainbow city that's made of crystal. His airplane is taken control of when he suddenly sees these flying disc-shaped objects around them that lead him
Yeah.
to the
Captain
ground.
Robert Falcon Scott.
Whereupon he's escorted
January
into
1912, the
a
fossils were
cavernous
determined
type of
to
an
be the
area where he meets a being
Lostris
he
tree,
refers to as
and
the
proved that
Master
Antarctica
in
was
his
once
diary.
forested and joined to other
The
continents.
Master tells him that they're highly disappointed in what humans are doing with nuclear weapons and how they've recently destroyed Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And they
Dang.
really are concerned about what is going on the surface of the planet. They tell Admiral Byrd that
There's also theories that aliens come from inside the Earth, which is another add-on to the Hollow Earth theory, which I don't know my statement on that, but let me know yours.
they hope that humanity will ultimately stop this.
For UFO researchers,
There was a lot of UFO
this
sightings
account
in this
from
time,
Admiral
too.
Byrd's diary is particularly significant due to the fact that the modern UFO era began right after World War II and the detonation of the first atomic bombs. It has also been noted that a high number of UFO sightings have been reported in the vicinity of nuclear missile silos.
Admiral Byrd's
Wow.
story is congruent with the stories that we hear from numerous accounts of angelic or extraterrestrial type beings that are very concerned about what humanity is doing with nuclear weapons. Just ask the Air Force officers at the U.S. missile silos, the nuclear missile silos, that have seen their silos and their nuclear arms disarmed by what are perceived to be extraterrestrial beings. They're very concerned that we are ultimately not just going to destroy ourselves, but could harm our planet, which is their world as well.
Yeah, and that's crazy because this is an very respected admiral in the military. So Admiral, he wasn't just some random saying this stuff. He was very attended the Virginia Military Institution for 2 years and transferred to University of Virginia before financial circumstances inspired his starting over and taking appointment to the United States of Navy, Nevada. So he's not just some
If
random.
Admiral Byrd's secret diary is authentic, does it reveal not only that there are highly advanced beings living inside the Earth, but
Yeah.
also that they are monitoring what happens on the surface?
Well, there's a satellite that isn't even accessible. Well, okay, none of the satellites are accessible. There's one that is classified that nobody even knows of. Okay, now I'm just spitting facts. So I read that.
According to
turned
the
off
diary, after
on
this
top of
incredible
North Pole.
encounter, Admiral
Don't
Byrd
quote
was
on that.
eager to share his story, but was ordered to remain silent.
Byrd comes back after this experience. He is taken to a government compound where he is told that he is never to speak of this publicly and that everything he says is classified.
Yeah.
Could Admiral Byrd's story point to a profound connection between the ancient traditions of strange beings living inside the Earth and the modern-day UFO phenomenon? Ancient astronaut theorists say yes, and believe we may be fast approaching the time
What do y'all think? Do you think Admiral Byrd is telling the lies, or do you think he's telling the truth? Let me know. Happy New Year's and peace.